All right, I'm looking at another weekly Squardle. This is puzzle number 210. If you're not familiar with Squardle, it's like Wordle on a grid. We're guessing a row and a column at the same time. And this 8 is how many guesses we have remaining. And I don't know, what should I start with today? Let's just go back to the old reliable store. Okay. We got nothing on the second row and column, of course. A bunch of reds. It's interesting. Let's follow up with punch. Okay. Okay, so we have an S and a P in the column and an S and a P in the row. Okay, so here we got UNC. It could be something like count. No, there's no T. It feels like if the C isn't fourth. We could also do like an SC. No, the C can't be second. So the C is first, third, or fifth. I don't really like it fifth. It could be third. Feels like maybe first is good. But then it can't be CU. It can't be... Yeah, I mean, it could be something like clunk would work. That's possible. All right. Or clung or something. Okay, well, anyways, we don't have too much to go on for the third row and column. There's an O in the column, but not in the row. So let's just follow up with daily. It's 5 new letters. Okay, so we've got E's at the ends. That's not surprising. D-A-I. We do have the red A. We could do like an A-I-D. Something like that, but not plaid. There's no L. Otherwise, that would be good. We do have the P there. I don't know if I like that C up there. I'm not sure what to do with it, though. All right, well, we're not getting much. We've got an L. We've got an R here. We're just not getting enough information to really figure this out yet, unfortunately. And nothing's matched. Like, there's an L in the row, but not the column. There's an R in the column, but not the row. Everything's like, they're not matching up nice. Which makes it a little bit tricky. I'm thinking about doing something that ends in an E here. We do have the E's, at the ends. It could be like an ER. It could be that these words end in E. I mean, who knows? But there's an L. Could do an L. Second, maybe. We could do like a PL. We do have the P's in the row and the column. That could be good. We also have the N in the second row and column, so we could do an N second instead of the L there, but it's not gonna be PN, so we could also do SN, I guess. SN or PL. What if we do... Okay, let's do this. Maybe this is the way to go. Okay, what letter is in both the first row and the first column? S and P, right? Second row and second column, I think is just the N. So let's do S and then N. And then the third row and the third column both have an A. So let's do A third. We could do... I mean, snake, obviously. I don't know what else to do besides snake. So let's just do snake. See if there's a K. There's not a K. Not surprising. All we got is the A. All right, well. We also eliminated spots for some of the other letters. We could do an E here. I'm not thinking A here anymore. All right, so we could still do the I here, potentially. In fact, the A is not going to be third, because it's not going to be AA. So now the A is first or last in this third row. So what if it was like avoid? That's pretty good. We do have an O in the column. OA is good. We need an L. Something like float. No, there's no T. The L could be down here. There's lots of things it could be. We're just not getting enough information. Okay, I'm going with avoid. We've got an S and a P in the column, but Ooh. Now I was saying C at the beginning or at the end. It could be. Oh no, there's a U. I was gonna say it could be civic, but it can't. There's a U. We don't know that it's a V, but I'm kind of thinking that right now. We've got a U, N, and C with the V then. Something. Wow. I don't know. I've got nothing. And I've got very little to go on this last row in column 2. We could do S and N again, I guess. But I'm thinking there's the D here. But, I mean, we don't know that. What if we do... I was going to say, what if we do something with another E? But then I'm thinking like hedge. We could do ledge. Ledge isn't bad. I didn't want to do hedge because there's no H, but that's pretty good. Let's go with ledge. Okay. There we go. I was just trying to hedge my bets a little bit on where the E was. Okay, so we've got some greens. We're getting somewhere. We do have an L here and here. Maybe this is an L. Why not? O-A-L? Sure. Okay, O-I-D is good. I don't know if it's a void. We need an A. In fact, so the A, it's not going to be AA. And the A isn't at the end. It's not second. I think this is a definite A here now. Okay. So, we've got the L. Oh, I was going to say lapse, but that doesn't work. Something like claps is possible. I don't know. We've got an S, a P, and an L. It could also be PL, like plays. There's no Y. Plans. There's no N there. Usually by now I have a pretty good idea what a bunch of the words are. This one is not coming together well. Okay, if this is a V, we've got a U, N, and C. So that would be, we've got a V and an E. So that would be all the letters then. U, N, and C. It's not going to be VC or VN. It'd have to be VU, but then you'd have to have C and N at the top. It's not going to be a V. Okay, so... I mean, it could be AI. But there's no E here, so it's not like aimed or something. And then you've still got the problem of... You've got U, N, and C. So the C is first or third. Could this be the C? Uncle. There we go. Now we're on to something. We've got the L here. Okay. This would be I. Acrid? I think that works. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Uncle, acrid. We've got the L. It could be almost anything otherwise. You could put the P here, potentially. I don't know. Okay, we've got S and P up here. The S would then be third or fifth, assuming this U is correct. Is correct? Correct, right? Correct. Yeah. Third or fifth. The P could be just about anywhere. This can't be rural because you can't do the R first or the U second. Something R-A-L. Coral? Could we have coral? We need an O. It could be coral. That's not bad. But then we need a P and an S. That would put the S at the end. P here. But then it feels like it needs to have a K. We need an O. Moral? Pumps? So maybe this isn't a P. We do need a P. It could be pumps. It could also be... it can't be dumps. It could be jumps. If this is a P... this is coming together very slowly. But it is coming together, I think, kind of. S, it's not PS. Well, what about Psalm? Oh, Psalm. Yeah. And then llama. Look at that, the double L. Sedan. Melon. Primo and snore. Psalm and llama. All right, I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to take 5 guesses no matter what, because you've got the ones on the diagonal here that you can only get on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so I might as well. I'll just go with. I'm going to go with the rows. Okay, I think maybe we got it. Wow. Okay. Tough one. I ended up with a 6, which I actually feel pretty good about considering, because normally I don't get that far through the puzzle with like no idea what any of the words are. Wow. I thought I had avoid, and that ended up being wrong, so I'm glad I avoided guessing that. But that was a tough one and none of the words are that unusual. I mean, psalm is a little weird with the PS, and llama, of course, with the double L. But none of the words are that weird. We've got pumps, snore, acrid, llama, melon, psalm, uncle, moral, primo, and sedan. Not too bad. I don't know why I had so much trouble. Just wasn't fitting with what I was guessing today. But there you go. Let me know how your solve went and which word you had the hardest time coming up with. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.